Hi folks, welcome back. Well, as you can see, Minnie's on the jig, on its side, and we're going to start and get everything that's attached to the bottom of the car off the bottom of the car, now that we can get access to it. Get a pair of the old gloves on. It's a bit greasy and oily under there. As you can see, Simba the dog lying here. His ring of shame on. He's got a little skin irritation in his back, so the ring's just to stop him chewing it, because he's been chewing the fur off himself. Anyway, back to the car. As you can see on the jig, so much easier to do work like this. Can you imagine lying on your back underneath the car? Try to do this when you can just stand in front of it. Oh, right, that's the main battery cable. As you can see, there's a big bit of hose pipe tied up round it. That was a temporary repair I done to get me home about 10 years ago. You'll see it in a minute. Personally, I think it was an ingenious solution. Engine mount went and jammed the cable on the subframe, and it was arcing out. I happened to have a bit of cable and a bit of hose pipe in the back, so sleeved it over the top of it to get me home, and it remained that way ever since. So anyway, it will not be going back on the car. We will get a new length of mains cable. We'll just bang through quickly, get the rest of the brake line back to front, get that off. Again, a good nick. Probably a clean up, it could be used again, but I don't think so. I might just straighten up the clips a bit so that we can get when it goes to the sandblaster, we can get right underneath. So fuel line, brake line. I'm just going to take the little seat retainers and the little hooks that the seat hooks into, take them off. Again, something else off the floor. Rear fog lamp, the bolt was just mullered, so cut that off. Front subframe mountings, get them off next. Like I say, it's just what a godsend this jig thing is. All of these jobs are just so easy when the car's on its side like this. Highly recommend it. Anyway, get these last bits off. Just the throttle cable sleeve was still attached to the car, so get that off as well. A bit of clean up. And that's it basically. So here's a wee tour of the car now. Let's see what's required. So start from the front, grab the torch, and get a better. Just surface rust on the bulkhead there, so that's all basically okay. I think that'll clean up with the sandblaster, get the seam sealer and that off, and a re-prime. You see the toe board's all fine. It's just those two bits where the floor meets the heel board and where somebody's, again, nasty patch and no bothered putting any underseal or primer or anything else on it. So you see, same again this side. This side's not quite as bad actually. Right, once I flick the seam sealer off, there's not that actually that bad. It's more surface than, but there is a wee patch requiring. So up to the back, as you can see, most of the boot floor perfect, and just same again, wee bit of surface rust there, but where the valance has been put on and they've no bothered to paint it, it's just rotted. So I think that's got to be my next job. Valance off, and I think I'm going to be looking at one of these lower hinge panel repair panels, new valance, and the boot repair panel. 2 quarters need to come off. It's just where to cut it. I think I'll just cut it on the swedge line there and see where the new panel comes to, then I can always adjust it later, but just let the sandblaster get sandblasting. I want everything. I don't want to sort of get it sandblasted and then start cutting bits out. I would rather get all the bits cut out that require. This looks as if it's got filler in it. So again, that will be revealed when the sandblaster, but I think we're going to end up with a lower door panel. Round to the inner wings, same again. This one, it's literally just that little bit at the bottom corner there. All the rest of this inner wing is okay. So I think we'll maybe try and get away with just putting a nice wee patch panel in that and do it properly. You can see it's been, somebody's welded a little panel in, no bother to primer it or anything. As a result, at the other side it's rotted through. Never mind. This side is a wee bit worse, because you've got the bit where the shock mount is, where the front panel connects. There's a big corroded patch on the back of it. There's a bit up the top underneath the scuttle, and the bit at the bottom, which has had exact same thing again. Big massive patch put on it, and not bothered priming it or anything. As a result, it goes through to the other side. So I think we're going to just end up with a new inner wing in that one. I think it's just too many patches. I don't really want that many patches on the car. Off to the other quarter. Wee bit of surface rust where the window hinge was. A little patch that was done for an MOT years ago. So a bit at the top, so I think we'll just renew the panel. Anyway, that's about it. So thanks for watching, people. If you liked the wee video, give us a like and a subscribe. Stay safe out there, people. Ta-ra for now.